Are you sure? Are you sure?
One second.
No. Are you serious right now? Like they're calling me back from loan? Me? Hutch? Man, and look, man. I know you my agent and all, but hey, let's be serious, man. Chelsea would never, never ever call back the loan army because of this 2-year transfer ban. I mean, that's just. Are you sure, man? Well, you know, I'll pack my things and I'll be in England soon. Yeah. Guys, this happened. The worst thing I thought was possible happened. I mean, there's a lot of positives that you can take from it, potential positives, but there's a lot of negatives. Yes, we have been hit with a two transfer window ban. Guys, we all knew this from at least since December that there's a possible chance, even before then, really. Last season, you know, we were being investigated because of that, with the Charlie Masunda thing, and apparently he wasn't the only player that we illegally bought or signed when they're underage. Is like a certain rule that you have to, a protocol that you have to follow, and apparently we handled it the wrong way. 15 plus players. I don't know the exact number. I just know that it's at least 15 players that were under 18 that we signed illegally. There is a thing though that we are going to appeal. Chelsea are going to appeal the ban, which will enable us to buy this next transfer window in the summer. But it will instead of being this summer for the ban to start the ban in the summer. It will actually begin during the January transfer window, the next winter transfer window, and it would end the January transfer window of 2021. That's when the ban will be lifted. Now, I'm gonna tell you. I guess I'm gonna give you two ways or multiple ways why it can be a good thing and multiple ways why it can be a bad thing. Starting with the good thing. The loan army, we know that we have several players out on loan. Charlie Masunda, Van Ginkel, Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount. A lot of players on loan that that's arguably ready for first team football, at least to be given a chance now. Also, Olaina, who's at Torino right now in Serie A, who's having a decent season. I did, like I said in my last video, that I did get a chance to watch him for one game. I haven't watched many games, but the only reason why I did watch was because Napoli were playing, and why not? I paid like $4.99 for ESPN Plus a month, so I might as well use it, right? Yeah, guys, this transfer ban now. The only way I can see it being good is if we actually take the time to look at potential players that can. Certain players and pick them out. You. We want you to be a part of our team. We want to give you a free trial and see how you act on the first team. Now the thing is about this Chelsea board and the way they were structured, I just don't see us. Actually having the ability to scout talent and actually develop them. I mean, yeah, we have one of the best academies in the world, but it's just the whole structure. Miranda Garner's skill, she's not a football mind, so picking out certain players, who to bring back, who not to bring back, it's not really her forte. She's just strictly good on the financial side. That's why it's imperative for us to get a football mind in the sporting director, and not only that, but give him complete control over transfers and having complete say-so over transfers and youth. And leave Miranda Garner's skills strictly for the financial side of football, because that's the only reason why I believe she's at the club, because other than that she offers nothing. If she just strictly sticks to the financial side, fair play, she can stay because she's great at that. But if we're talking, actually being able to pick out potential stars and you know, put them in the correct environment to develop them. I don't think she's good at that. You know, you look at the recent buys that she's bought. She's bought Ross Barkley. She's bought Zappacosta. She's bought Batshuayi. Batshuayi. He really didn't get much of a chance on the Conte or Mourinho or whatever. But just players who aren't even playing on this team. We spent over $200 million in transfer money on players that we're probably not even going to use. They're probably just going to sell, and aren't the quality of Chelsea. You know, like Danny Drinkwater. When the last time have we seen Danny Drinkwater playing for Chelsea? He can't even make the team for against Malmo. He can't even make the bench for Malmo. Like he has not featured this entire season, and if he has, I'm unaware of it. You know, I haven't seen him at all this season. This transfer ban, it can be positive if we can somehow, some way get only if we can, like, you know, get a football mind in there. Get a football mind in there that can scout talent and, you know, develop these players. But with that being said, there has been reports that Steve Holland, a former assistant manager at Chelsea, who, you know, he worked on the Conte, he worked on the Mourinho, and ultimately he was the glue that kept the, you know, that kept the relationship between the manager and the players, you know, together, fresh. You know, he was a great presence in the locker room, and he's been responsible for. Now, supposedly, Chelsea already have been in talks with Steve Holland for potentially being an interim manager if Sarri is to be sacked Monday or whenever after the City game. You know, he's supposed to be stepping in and, you know, kind of being like kind of playing that Gus Hiddink role to just kind of be the player-friendly manager to, you know, kind of ride the ship until the end of the season until they can actually find a replacement. But if he were to come on a permanent deal, he would have to give up his job as the English coach or assistant coach, working under I can't think of the English manager name right now, but you guys know what I'm talking about. On to the reasons why, which I believe is more bad than good, but there are some slight positives only if Chelsea react a certain way, because yeah, we put ourselves in a horrible situation. The bad thing is, if Eden Hazard, if we get this transfer ban and Eden Hazard says, you know what, which more than likely he will, I want to go to Real Madrid, peace, I'm out. One, we can't get anything, we can't instantly replace him because of the ban. Two, if we were to say, you know what, no, you're not going anywhere, then we'll risk getting nothing for him. You know, so that puts us in a bad situation. Another thing is, we won't be allowed to get rid of the deadwood on this team now. I've been on record saying Marcus Alonso, Pedro, Danny Drinkwater, and Ross Barkley are players who have to go because they're not Chelsea standard. They're not Chelsea players. No offense to them, but they're not Chelsea quality players. They're more like, I guess you can say a Bournemouth or any other club other than Chelsea. You know, go to Arsenal. I don't know. Now, guys, how we our next few months and really ultimately starting Sunday, from Sunday up until the end of this next transfer window, is going to be the most crucial, pivotal moment of the club. Like, this is going to decide whether or not we're going to be still in the hunt with the big boys, or are we going to become an Everton? Because we are one more bad move away from becoming Everton. A group of average players who are inconsistent and not good enough to make Champions League football, not good enough to make Europa League football. We do decide to appeal the ban, which we will, and also try to hurry up and get signings. The potential that, you know, everybody knows that we have an urgency now to get players now, so they're going to raise their prices because we have to buy this team. It needs a complete overhaul. We need to spend at least 200 to 400 million easily. If that's the route we're taking, to build this team, we need to spend at least 200 to 400 million tops. That's on 2 sets of fullbacks, right back and a fullback, another center back, another center half, another winger, preferably a right winger, and if Hazard leaves, a left winger, excuse me, and a striker. Pretty much every single area it needs to be addressed. The keeper situation, I'm very confident in Kepa. Kepa, in the next 3 years, he will be the best goalkeeper in the world. Mark my words, he will be the best goalkeeper in the world in the next 3 seasons. Guarantee you. He's a great keeper, great young keeper. That goal, the second goal against United, he should have saved. I mean, overall, the team, it shouldn't have let the ball. It shouldn't even let that happen anyway, because it was just poor defending. You know, I'm never gonna slate a keeper if the defenders are playing like shit. You know, it's like when Arsenal kept talking shit about Petr Cech being washed up and stuff. I mean, what is he supposed to do when he has Mertesacker, who's slow as shit, who can't run? What is he supposed to do with that? You know, that in front of him. Anyways, that's another topic for another day. But also with this transfer ban, not only is it a 2-year ban, but it's also a 400K fine. I mean, that's peanuts to Chelsea. It's not much, but it's still a 2-year ban. And how we address this ban is going to be pivotal. It's going to be crucial, because there's so many players that we need right now, and especially now at a time like this, I think this will force Chelsea hand to not fire Sarri, because if you fire Sarri, who in the hell is gonna come in knowing that the players that they had that they seen can't perform already under another manager, and they're completely average? He can't come in, and not only is he not gonna have complete control over transfers, he's not even gonna be able to suggest transfers because the club can't get players. So it's just like, yeah, man, you know, we put ourselves in a very, very bad situation, guys. You know, there's been reports also that Blanc, you know, from they used to manage PSG, is going to take over. Reports about Lampard. Lampard, don't you do it. Stay away from Chelsea right now. You continue learning and doing big things at Derby County, and then come to Chelsea. Once we figure out our situation, then you're welcome. We don't want you suffering from the same shit, because I swear, if you were to come to Chelsea and these players do the same thing they've been doing to Mourinho and Conte, let them do that to John Terry or Lampard. They will never be forgiven. They will never be forgiven. So, Lampard, stay away from Chelsea. Since we do got this transfer ban, you know, at first it was we weren't going to get signings because we possibly won't have Champions League football, but now we won't get signings because we're banned from getting signings. You know, so forget the Europa League and then the Champions League. By the way, we drew Kiev. I was kind of nervous because I looked at the teams, the last 16 or last 15 teams, the fate that possibly could face us. And I'm like, oh, great, okay, there's only like 2 or 3 teams that we might be the favorite, but the other ones I'm not so sure about. Like Napoli is one, Inter is one, Villarreal, I mean, they're iffy. Benfica, they always are a solid team. And Zenit, St. Petersburg, you guys know the teams that are available. But I'm still optimistic. I have noticed that I am a bit more upbeat and more. I look forward to more of the Europa League games than I am the Premier League games for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because that's usually the time that I get to see Paul Murray start and Ruben Loftus-Cheek start and Hudson-Odoi get some playing time. I don't know, guys. See, if we do go the route of bringing back the loan army, it's gonna be us saying to everybody else that we're willing to take the next 3 or 4 seasons to not be competitive, to not have Champions League football, to not, you know, be a big club, big threat, to take the time out and develop these players. And I just don't see that with this current structure on a Moreno-Grana-Skia that's going to be the case. So the route that I believe they're going to take is they're going to try to appeal this ban that's going to allow us to get one more transfer window to, you know, get last minute shopping done, and we're gonna have to spend big. And I'm not just talking about a little 100 million here, a little 200 million there. You know, I'm talking about a complete overhaul from like 200. No, forget 200 million. $300 million to $400 million. Easily. Sell all the dead wood on the team. Sell your Williams, your Pedros, well, Hazard's probably gonna leave too. So make sure we get a big chunk of change for Hazard, and try to, you know, try to build this team back from the depths of hell that it's sinking down to. I mean, we've been a joke, ultimately a joke. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think about transfer ban? How should we handle it? How should we approach it? I'm all open to ideas, guys. You know, City is Sunday. Watch out for my preview tomorrow. I also will still drop that tactical review of the Malmo game. It's not really much of a, you know, it wasn't much different from the first leg to the second leg, because both teams, they had the same tactics pretty much. I mean, we did try more of a 4-3-2-1. I did notice that. Kante sitting in his preferred role. You know, the media tries to make it seem like that's his best role. I don't know why we would relegate Kante to just such a limited role when he can offer so much more. And I just want to put a stat out there. In his last 10 games, he has had 3 goals and 3 assists. That's the goal every other game for Kante, but you know, that's not none of my business, you know. Anyways, guys, let's go get that trophy. Hopefully Sarri picks the right team. The team that most of the players that played on Thursday plays Sunday. You know, Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho has a start, obviously, because we've seen how Kovacic reacted to playing the Regista role. And Palmieri and Hudson-Odoi. It's simple. Sorry, you have no excuses. You need technical players, technical gifted players to perform Sarri ball. It helps create so much space. It just opens up so many playbooks, you know, It just opens up so many avenues, and you've seen it. Palmieri, his ability to, you know what, I'm not going to get into that. You guys seen the game. He won silver free kicks, and that ultimately led to a red card, which led to more space being available for us to operate with, and we took advantage of it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Up to Chelsea. Man, I love this jersey. This is a sexy ass jersey, though. Like, I just like how it just glistens. Like, it's not even white. It's actually like grayish blue. If you like, the light is shining and it makes it look white, but it's not white. I'm telling you right now, it's gray, and like it's like a grayish blue. The badge is on this shirt, and it's white. Like, it's glowing. It's beautiful, man. Subscribe if you're new. Like, share, dislike, comment, and I'm out. Hey!